I'm just beginning to really see the world for what it is, and I'm enjoying the world tremendously. I mean, I have great peace, and I have a lot of hope and faith in people, and we're facing an incredible crisis, but I like crises. That's where things come to a head. I didn't think the global warming would come so quickly. I knew it was coming, but it happened so fast, and I'm actually glad that I'm around at this crisis point. I mean, in fact, I think my life came to this point. I think for everything I did in my life was for what I'm starting to do now through the foundation. Hopefully I can do in policy and to put the brakes on our carbon dioxide that we're putting into the atmosphere. All along I wanted to work, run a nonprofit around the environment, a center in Ely, Minnesota. I need to do this because the Arctic is melting, it's warming up, and I'm in a position to bring about an awareness, maybe make some changes in policy about carbon emissions. And all my life I saw expeditions as a way of increasing your awareness of the world. And I think the expeditions has really helped me to get grounded. I've been humbled a number of times, but I'm also a good student. I've always studied currents, oceans, and able to put together these things. So something like global warming was obvious to me in the late 60s. And I was born with this vocation to teach and this adventurous spirit. I saw all this together, but in order to get a foundation, I really needed to establish myself, my name. So through our foundation, and the next projects in the near future will be ideas that we'll develop. But down the line, I see our foundation as basically a funding apparatus that will fund other ideas and other programs, certain environmental standards that we have. You know, you have to change the understanding and the thinking, but you have to change people's action. It's not a matter of just educating on a thought basis, because that's not going to save the planet right now. We have to make some different actions in our lives. And it doesn't mean we're going to go back to the cave and live under a candle, but we have to get into the new technologies, the new way of conserving energy, and it's a much higher quality of life, maybe a little simpler life. Global warming also is it's a unifying. The more we get together around this problem, the more we're going to solve it. The goal is to save the planet. I mean, we of course want to leave it a better place, and that's a cliche that we've all had, is to leave the Earth a better place, but the Earth is seriously threatened. I mean, polar bears, most likely in 20 years, they're going to be on the drop off to extinction. All my life, I remember people talking about that one thing that unites the human race. Well, we've got it. We've warmed the atmosphere. It's warmer than, we have more carbon dioxide than 21 million years back, and it's probably back to 40 million years. Carbon dioxide is going straight up. It's going to, if we don't get with it, it's going to ruin our economy. We've got the challenge now to pull us together, and we have to pull ourselves together. To me, it's public service, and I'm very happy. I'm in a privilege to actually be in this position.